Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
It seems like you have some big things going on in your life.
Yeah, some big things have been happening the past couple of days or week, whatever. Josiah got his first card. This is not sponsored, but yeah, he's got his first card, and it's a card for 6 to 12-year-olds or something like that. It helps them learn about financial literacy and money. For us though as well, we want to teach him how to tithe, how to give. And so he tithed his money that he got for the first time on Sunday, which was so sweet. And it was just so nice. He was so excited. In fact, he didn't just tithe. He didn't just give 10%, y'all. He gave 20%. And that wasn't even us prompting him. He wanted to, which was, sweet. When I say 20%, I'm talking £2. So yeah, but we just want to start teaching him the importance of managing money, because you have to. It was also really nice to see him go to the cafe, buy his sister a snack.
Next, what did you like?
Twist.
Where's mommy? Okay.
Uncle Pounds.
Is it? You're rich today. Yeah.
How much is a croissant?
Yeah, 190.
190.
Jokes, who is paying for you, Baba? What's
No
up?
one.
Oh, okay. So what do you want?
A croissant.
Yeah?
Chocolate one?
I only have £18.
You have £18. Okay, what would you like? Chocolate croissant?
Yeah.
And what?
And also another one for
For your sister.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah, just scan it like that. There you go. Yeah. Thank you. So that's for you, Joss, and one more for Charlie.
But it was just really nice to see him as a big brother, just buying things for his sister and, yeah, looking after her. It's very sweet.
Is that all that's happened?
Oh yeah, I sang at the Wembley Stadium.
Tell us about it.
Where should I begin? Do you want to know the start, before?
What was the day before like?
The day before was traumatic, if I say so, myself. So I had a really lovely breakfast at a friend's house. Our families ate together, had a fantastic time, really, really good. And she really did her thing with the food. So I get home and I had a bit of a situation, a pregnancy-related situation. It was traumatic, because for 1 second, I really thought I was going to call the ambulance. I was home alone. Fidel had taken the kids. I don't even know where he had taken them. He had taken them to church to set up, because we weren't going to be here. He runs the children's ministry, so he wanted to set that up the day before. I'm left home alone, and I'm like, how do I figure this out? Do I call the ambulance? And they break the door, because he had locked me in. Break the door to find me on the toilets, fighting for my life. Pregnancy is real. The symptoms that I've experienced this pregnancy have been like none other. My other two, easy breezy, not easy breezy, but manageable. This one, this time, anyway, I call him frantically, hey, please come and get me. We need to go to the hospital. So actually the day before I was at the hospital, I was put on the machine to be monitored, to check the baby was fine. She checked everything that needs to be checked. And I got sent home with what I needed to be sent home with. It was very hard for me to sit down. All the mums are starting to clock it together now. It was very hard for me to sit down. And I was just thinking, how am I going to sit in the car to London, let alone stand and sing the national anthem with feeling this way? But I thank God his healing really came through and I was fine. And yeah, makeup artist, Makeup by Fam, she did a fantastic job. She came to the hotel around 7, and I was shattered. I'm not going to lie. I did wake up earlier, showered, and then I got straight back into bed as I waited for her. And she was phenomenal. I would say 10 out of 10 experience. I was able to sleep. She, was chatty. She's done my makeup before. She's chatty. She's like, knows when I need that quiet to just sleep. We had worship music on. We were talking. It was just absolutely amazing. Really, really good. And she just hits it out of the park every time with my makeup. Like, she's going with me everywhere as much as I can. So yeah, she came, did my makeup, and it was about 9 o'clock. I want to say 9 o'clock or 9:15 or something like that. Anyway, call time to Wembley was supposed to be 9:30. We were running a little bit late. I was cool. I was like, you know what, it's fine. Maybe it's a big event. Maybe they're running a little bit late, whatever. But Fidel was like, yeah, hurry up, we need to go. So quickly grabbed everything, left, and headed to Wembley Stadium. I have never been to Wembley before, like for a game, for anything. I've never been to this venue before. So I was really just going by what I had seen online. But nothing can prepare you for how huge that place is in person. We parked and we walked towards the venue, and the closer I was getting, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really big. Like, this is a big deal. I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't realize like how big of a deal it was. So we met with all the wonderful staff. Like, the staff were just so kind. Everyone that dealt with us. Shout out to JJ, who's the one who organized like me being able to sing and stuff like that. Absolutely phenomenal guy. And it was, I'm really grateful to him for reaching out and being able to make it all happen. Got to the green room and then went straight down for soundcheck. Bearing in mind, I had not eaten anything this far because I missed breakfast. And, my makeup was way more important than breakfast at this point. So I hadn't eaten anything, but I wasn't hungry because I was just running off of like adrenaline, nerves, everything in between.
It's rehearsal usually goes like that's what I did. We must just find the same. I think we found the same. Check yourselves, put it together, but no pageantry around, so no flag. Yeah. Me too.
And so we head down to the stadium. This is really bad for all the vocalists that are about to watch this. I didn't warm up my voice. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know.
I know that trick. I'm not going there.
If my voice is going to work out like that or not. But you have to know your voice, because I know that for me, in those moments, my voice doesn't let me down. So we just, very, very bad though. I should have warmed up. So we sound check with no one there, empty seats. And I'm just blown away at like the magnitude of how big the stadium is. We did it about 5-6 times, the national anthem. No, we did it about 3 times, practiced the national anthem, and met the amazing lady who was doing the US anthem as well, Emmy Nathan. So she did really, really good. One thing that was quite funny was that the sound engineers asked me, do you want to have in-ears in? Now, I was like, no, I want to soak up the like atmosphere of the venue and like all of that. And they both looked at me like, I don't think that's a good idea. But they let me anyway. So I did my first round of sound check without in-ears. And it was so bad. Like, I couldn't control like the echo. I was hearing myself, but also hearing others. It was just terrible. And then the guy was like, yeah, I did think you would put them in. I did use both ears because there was no way that I could just have one ear in or no ears in. It was that loud. And the stadium wasn't even filled. And I remember even when I actually did sing it, I could still hear like the stadium, the voices of people. It was so loud, but thankfully, like they did my ears so well that I could just hear myself. So, that would have been so risky. They were like, we've never had anyone not do it with ears. So that was such a good learning moment for me. Then we head up to the green room, and it was about that time where I needed to have a nap. So I had a wonderful nap, had a few chats, did socialize a little bit, but I know my body at this point, I need to sleep. Like, I can't go the whole day not having that nap. Like, I really do need that nap. So that nap really did save me. It really helped me to have that boost. I was a bit worried that my makeup would get a bit, squished. But again, why would I worry? Because Face by Fam knows what she's doing. So my makeup didn't change. And I slept really well, despite like the talking. I don't know how I zoned out and I just slept. And then it was time to head down.
Be on my case with that.
No, that's that, yeah.
You look really
I mean, I suppose you could always throw on the crop top jersey.
That is hilarious because it will literally show everything. And I don't want to show everything.
I think that you're on a fancy dress. Yeah. You could do.
Could be the announcement.
You look really great.
Thank you. That was on the other night.
George
Good
They
movie.
really did that.
Yeah.
Is the jacket from them as well?
It wasn't a
Can't
keep you up
wait
with
till
my
I-
email lady.
Yeah. Oh gosh, no. I'll find you. On
They do
Instagram.
maternity.
Do they?
Hello.
That was my biggest issue. Really
How
trying to
are
find
we?
something maternity.
All okay?
Yes.
Oh, great, thank you.
Are you okay?
All good. Oh, sweetie.
There's a mirror. Get to it.
Heading into the stadium was a weird feeling. It was, oh man, I could start to hear the noise, like the magnitude of the noise of the people. I didn't know if it was going to be like a full stadium, whatever. The nerves did start kicking in. People ask me, do you ever get nervous? Well, dang, yes, I do. It's Wembley Stadium where there's like 90,000 people. So I did start to feel that nerves, but there was this lovely lady who was just honestly the sweetest. I don't know, if you find her, if she sees this, please reach out to me, who was just a source of encouragement. Like,
For real. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Hey, but you better take. Right. You want to go? You want to go, or babe? I heard it. I'm like, JJ. No, I swear. He was like, no. I was like, no, I didn't know. I was just screaming like, I was like,
she was really like amping me up, boosting me up, and like, come on. And she was even like speaking life. you could tell that maybe she had a bit of faith in her or something. But she was really just encouraging. So it was such a sweet moment. So I'm walking into the stadium now, like onto the pitch, onto the field, and I just look around and I can just see every seat is like it was so full. It was, I can't explain, like what an experience. It was so surreal. I kind of felt out of myself. I'm walking to the podium where I'm supposed to stand to sing, and the Jaguar is at the top of the Wembley arena, like a mascot, Jaguar mascot, and he jumps off the Wembley arena, obviously with the whatever bungee jump. But I was like, well, do you know what? If that guy could do that, well, what am I so worried about? It's very weird because the moments before I go to sing for things like this, I do feel nervous. I feel scared. But in the actual moment, that fear just goes. And all I can say is that must be the peace of God that comes over me and calms me down. Because I actually wasn't like nervous. I was calm. I was just at peace. And I was like, you know what, Lord, you've got to go with me now at this point. Yeah. So it was about to happen. And yeah. So the players are running in, the cheerleaders are all there. It's game time, or for us, for the vocalists, it's game time. It's time to go. Whoo! I will never forget that feeling. I heard the American National Anthem was first. She did a great job. Everything in my brain went blank. Like, prior to that, I was like, Debs, don't say God save the Queen. Don't mess up the lyrics. Say the right words. It's not that hard. Get it? What is the key that I practiced in? I don't remember. Actually, prior to that, I told them D flat, and then I asked them to change it to D. So in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, what if the guy has accidentally put the wrong key, a tone in my ear? I don't know. Everything went silent and blank. And I'm actually really glad, because when I watch back, I'm like, I was so calm. I was calm. It was God's calmness that did it.
Now, here to perform God Save the King, gospel artist Deb Orah.
Honestly, I don't remember it. I don't remember it. How I did that last note, I don't know. Ask me to do that note right now, I can't tell you. I can't do it. I can't do it. So it was a blur. It's amazing what your body does when you're under like pressure. I was honestly, let's have a real moment here. A genuine fear of mine going into singing this and even accepting to do this, amazing opportunity was, what if I step out onto that stage and everyone boos? Now, I don't know if you've been watching what's going on in the news, politics at the moment. There's so much going on. I don't even want to make this political, but there is so much going on that I was a bit worried and concerned that, being a Black woman and singing the national anthem at such a stage like that, where there are various views and various attitudes to what's happening at the moment, I really was like, I don't know if I'm going to get a boo. But then I was like, you know what? Just leave it to God. And actually, it was the opposite. People joined and were singing along, and the comments or the encouragement after from people from all different walks of life was just really positive, was really kind. And I realized, why are you worried? It's okay. When God puts an opportunity for you, when he opens the door, no man, nothing can stop that. And that was such a reminder for me to keep my faith in him, keep my trust in him, and know that he has set this opportunity. He has opened this door. And so just walk in it confidently, who you are, knowing, that it's going to be okay. So overall, it was just amazing. I got off the podium and it was just such an amazing, I don't know, I was just buzzing. I was so happy. I was just so, so happy and grateful.
What's next for Deb Orah?
We'll have this baby. That's what's next. But you know what? People ask me that. People say that. And I'm like, you know what? It's important to be present in these moments and to just cherish and soak in what God is doing now. I know that there are great things in store. Been working on actually a really nice acoustic project that I'm looking forward to sharing with you soon. But sometimes we just got to stop rushing on to the next thing. I don't know if it's because this is my third baby that I'm kind of like, take it slower and just really embrace these moments. So what's next? God knows. I'm ready. And I think I'll probably just finish with this last thing. For anyone that's feeling, discouraged or wondering like, God, what am I going to do? What have you got in store for me? How can you use me when I'm this, and that? Truly, I never thought that I would be singing the UK National Anthem at Wembley Stadium at beat weeks pregnant. How I'm far along pregnant. That's what you need to know. I'm far along. How does that happen? I was in the hospital the day before and then I'm doing that. It doesn't matter what your circumstance is. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Oh, do you know what that song reminds me of? It won't always be like this. He will perfect that return in me. But sooner or later, it'll turn in my favor. It's turning around for me. That would be my message to you is, don't worry about the situation that you're in. God can use you when you're pregnant, when you're older, when you're younger, when you're whatever. There's nothing that is too hard for God to do and to use you in. Sooner or later, it will turn around in your favor.